All right, so today we are gonna do a fresh pasta. So we're gonna put it together right here on this table. So really only like 4 or 5 ingredients. We have flour, some oil, it's really supposed to be olive oil, sorry. Some salt, and a couple of eggs. All right, so we'll put this together and we're just really gonna make this right on the table. We're gonna do a cup of flour. And we're just really supposed to make like a mound right in the table. So you make almost like a little cup with the flour. All right. 2 eggs. We're gonna crack our eggs. And you can actually mix the eggs right in here, but I think I'm gonna actually do it in the bowl first. And I'm just gonna take a fork and I'm just gonna break them up in here first. And then I'm gonna do my olive oil. I'm gonna actually add my olive oil right in the egg also. I think I'm gonna add all my liquid right in one spot. Tablespoon goes in, and then it's about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We'll do that. And I'm gonna put that right in. So I put all the liquid in here, even though I believe you're supposed to put everything in here individually and mix it. So just gonna pour a little at a time, and then I'm gonna mix it in here with my hands. And you're gonna bring the flour back into it and just incorporate it in. And it should start making a dough. And I'm just gonna mix it till I use up a lot of the flour, and then I'll add more of the mixture. Because to me, it almost looks like there's more liquid than there is flour, so I'm kind of a little hesitant to add it all at once until I know for sure I need it. So I'm just gonna continue. So I'm basically gonna just start kneading this together. You could see in the middle it's starting to form the dough. And like I said, when it starts getting dry, that's when I'm gonna start adding more of the egg mixture to add some more liquid to it. All right, I'm gonna continue to use that dry flour that's on the table up and knead that into this dough. And you could see it's already forming nice here. And my question is, I do still have some egg in there. So I could do a couple things. I could add it, maybe add more flour, work this dough a little bit more and just see if it needs it or not. The thing is, you want this smooth. All right, it shouldn't be coarse pieces in there. It should be nice and smooth. So now I'm gonna continue kneading it. And when you're kneading it, you're kind of pushing it and rolling it back and forth. As long as the table doesn't move too much on me. So there's still, like I said, a little bit of liquid in there. I'm debating if I want to add it, but I think if I do add it, I think I'm going to add a little bit more flour. So let's do this. Sometimes I do go off the recipe a little bit. We'll add a little bit more flour, a little bit more of this liquid, the egg mixture. And now I got a heck of a mess. No, I'm all right. So there's probably a tool I probably could have brought over here. Anybody know the tool I could have used over here? If anybody wants to yell it out, it's fine. So if I got flour and dough and stuff on this, what's a tool I could use here? still waiting.
I know.
Nobody's helping.
It's a bench scraper.
It's a bench scraper. Thank you, Mrs. Mondello. Mrs. Mondello got it. She must have worked here before. All right, just to, because actually I'm supposed to be cutting this dough too. But anyway, with this dough, you're really supposed to let it rest. And I don't know, we just did a worksheet on resting, letting dough rest. What was that? The resting stage, and why was it important for the dough relax? Anybody remember that? What do you think? Anybody remember that one? Why is it good to let the dough relax?
What happens to the dough, guys, when it relaxes?
Not puffs up. We're talking about this pasta dough.
What happens to the gluten?
It's actually easier to work with. If it rests a little bit, it actually is easier to work with. Because what I'm doing is I'm pulling on it, I'm stretching it, and doing all this kneading, and it needs a little time to relax, which I don't know if I'm giving it that time because I might want to put it through the machine, but we'll give it like a little rest. But you can see the dough is nice and smooth. All right. And you could actually let that rest in a bowl, maybe a little oil on it, and just let it relax. All right. So for now, this is it for the pasta dough. And maybe another video will show us doing it in the machine, the pasta machine.